I'm Jennifer Iacobino. I came to Malawi in June of 2017, and I'm an education volunteer. So school starts at 7:30, so I wake up anytime between 5 and 6. If I wake up at 5, it's to call home. So I'll usually be on the phone for maybe 30 minutes. Then I'll get up, do some chores like washing dishes, making my lunch, giving breakfast to my dog. I usually don't have breakfast. And getting ready, and then just go to school. I teach Form 2 English, Literature, and Grammar, and then I teach Form 4 Life Skills. When I get to school, I have some tea, prepare for class. My first classes are usually in the late morning. I teach maybe 1 or 2 periods a day, and so I'll be preparing lessons, creating lesson plans, grading things. And then after school, depends on the day, but I'm always doing some sort of activity. It could be my book club / English club. I do GRS as well twice a week with my counterpart. Sometimes I'll be just after school in the staff room if students want to come by and ask me questions. But if not, I'll come home, get water from the borehole, wash my dishes, and start getting ready for dinner. I mean, classes end at 2, and the sun sets between 6 and 7. So I honestly cook around 5 o'clock. I'm inside eating by 6, in bed by 8. I haven't had a dull day since coming here, so I'm always doing something. The absolute biggest challenge, no matter what I'm teaching, what form, is always the resources. I mean, trying to teach a short story using mid-level to lower advanced language, and you only have 4 books for 60 students, there's no way to slice it. That's just hard. I mean, I'll have 11 students to 1 book to the point where I just say, I need 4 people to read today, and everyone else just has to listen. I wish there could just be a book for everyone. It would make a world of difference. Because some of them, it's just they don't have the exposure to the words. They have to share everything. Makes them shy. It makes them reluctant because they don't want to misspeak, because then their friends might make fun of them. So definitely the resources. You really have to get creative. You have to find new ways to do group work, to do activities, to find some way to illustrate what is going on in the book on the board with them. Because if you just rely on the books, it's going to be really, really difficult. These are just things that you just have to accept. It's just part of the job. I mean, it sounds really corny, and every teacher says it. Obviously, the students are a huge, huge benefit of teaching. I mean, I never thought about teaching. When I was being placed as an education, I was like, I don't really know how to do that. What am I going to do? But lesson planning is really fun if you let it. If you kind of use the textbooks as a resource, but kind of let yourself go outside the box to do activities, it's a lot more fun than you think. And the students, when they get it, and when you did something right that makes them understand, you're like, whew. You're like, okay, I'm going to bed. Today's a good day. Nothing can mess this up. And I mean, it's frustrating when you try really hard and it just doesn't click, but it does really push you to try different things, because you can't just move on if they don't understand it. You have to work on it. So it's really made me even more resourceful and even more creative than I was before. And the students, when they see you trying, they get so excited. They're like, you care, you really care. And I'm like, yeah, of course I care. I mean, you really get to see these kids in their best light, and that's really cool, honestly. As far as if people are looking at this from America, and they're a little daunted, they don't know what a Malawi classroom looks like, it's students and a desk and a chalkboard. Like, one of the things that was most reassuring to me about going somewhere completely different is knowing that there were some things that are exactly the same. You are still going to be in front of students, roughly the same age as America, somewhere between 14 and 20 years old. They are still there to learn. You still have a chalkboard, not a whiteboard. I prefer it sometimes. And you have a textbook, and they're sitting at desks. Are the desks broken? Probably. Does the chalk run out sometimes? Yeah. But there are more things that are similar about American education and Malawi than people think. It's really reliant on how much effort you're willing to put in.